Every sport has its share of its own bunch of crazy moments, but the antics in baseball take on a different tone since they may manifest themselves in so many different ways. It may be a spring training joke, a trade deadline ruse, rain delay entertainment, or the all-too-common post-game shaving cream pie. We got you a bunch of moments like these, so hey buddies, welcome back to our channel. So don't go anywhere else just as yet, the fun has just yet begun. Number 1. Being the punchline to a joke has its advantages, such as getting a new car. When we witnessed the damage done to his car during the spring training in 2008, Cubs strength coach Tim Buss was not pleased. All of the windows were damaged, the sides were dented, and the bats and balls, which appeared to be the tools used, were left in the vehicle. He suspected many pitchers, all of whom flatly denied the allegations. After practice, with Buss still stressed out about the issue, the players, headed by Ryan Dempster, admitted to the crime and showed him his new Nissan Xterra. Number 2. Bobby Valentine re-enters the dugout in disguise after being ejected. Bobby Valentine provides us with one of the more amusing antics by an MLB manager. Valentine was tossed from a game against the Toronto Blue Jays in June 1999 after challenging a catcher's interference ruling. Rather than watching the rest of the game from the clubhouse, Valentine disguised himself with a false mustache and street clothing and returned to the bench. The commissioner's office didn't get the joke and suspended him for $5,000 for returning after being ejected. Number 3. Ron Washington's running man attempt. We've seen Ron Washington in all his glory after seeing the Texas Rangers play in a postseason for the past 2 seasons. He's one of baseball's most animated managers and he's not afraid to show it when he's in the heat of a battle. Number 4. The cup on cap joke. Placing a bubble on top of a player's cap isn't unusual, but some people take it a step further. Jeff Cox, the White Sox's third base coach, fell prey to this prank when he was handed something additional on his helmet before the game and submitted the lineup card to the umpires, who were none the wiser. Number 5. Arrest prank. Jerry Harrison Jr. perpetrated one of the cruelest jokes on catcher Gerald Laird during spring training in 2007, even seeking permission from Rangers manager Ron Washington before doing so. Harrison arranged for 2 police officers to show up at the clubhouse and issue an arrest warrant for Laird on unpaid child support charges. Laird became enraged as officers cuffed him, pulled him from the clubhouse, and even threw him in the back of the squad car before others involved in the hoax finally confessed. Number 6. Jesse Orozco's joke backfires on Kirk Gibson. First-time team members are more likely to make mistakes. Kirk Gibson's 1988 LA arrival was no different. Jesse Orozco rubbed eye black on Kirk Gibson's helmet during spring training. Gibson's face sweated dark drops in the sun. He stormed off the field saying, "No surprise this team finished 4th last season." Number 7. Do not attempt to outwit Ryan Dempster. Considering the opening slide of this article in which Ryan Dempster smashed a coach's vehicle as a prank, you'd think he'd be the last person you'd mess with. Will Allman discovered this the hard way after attempting to fool Dempster by stealing his pants together with eye black. Dempster got back into the car business, removing all 4 tires of Allman's brand new Denali and placing them in strategic spots such as a restroom stall and the team showers. Number 8. The Eddie Matthews started SI curse. The idea that being on the cover of Sports Illustrated brings bad luck started with the magazine's debut issue, which featured Braves third baseman Eddie Matthews. Matthews shattered his hand just a week after the issue was out, triggering the so-called curse. Number 9. What does Jorge Posada do with his hands? We're not sure if this is humorous or sick, but the fact that Jorge Posada, and apparently other players, purposefully urinate on their hands to keep them from becoming calloused and cracked just does not seem right. Number 10. LaTroy Hawkins Milwaukee Brewers reliever LaTroy Hawkins was tricked by professional base fisherman Alton Jones out of all the people in the world. Jones stated that adding salt and pepper to whipped cream would trigger a chemical reaction that would heat the whipped cream. Hawkins for some reason believed him. That's all for today. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more.